our first sketchbook drawing is going to be something that's called The Longest Line. And the longest line is very much what it sounds like. It is just the longest line you can make. If I start right here and I just try to make interesting shapes without pulling up my pencil, I know that I'm using a marker, but I'm doing that just so you can see it. This is all I have yet to pick up my marker off the page, and I am just trying to come up with an interesting line, and I'm trying to keep them pretty close together. Oops, I'll explain what I just did in a moment. And I'm going to try to fill up this whole page. Now for this one, I'm not going to fill up this entire page because I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing here. But when we do the longest line drawing, we are really trying to keep a continuous line going and keep it pretty close together. I don't want a big, I don't want you to do this and then just like zig it over here or zag it down there. I want you to try to keep it really condensed. Now, I picked up my marker to talk to you guys, but it will happen. When you do this lesson, you'll pick up your pencil. It just, it's okay. Just start back where you left it off. Now you could do cool shapes. You could vary your line by maybe making zigzags. And then this area that I didn't fill in, I can just go back, try to fill it in over here. Now, when I said oops a second ago, it was because right here, I made a loop-de-loop. That will happen sometimes, but I really want to try to have, make one continuous line that doesn't intersect. Now, a lot of times I'm always just like, hey, you guys, we got to do some intersecting lines. Not on this one, because if we take it over here and then whatever is eventually over here, we could stretch out that whole line and, who knows how long it would be. 10 feet, 100 feet, who's to say? What we're going to do is work in our sketchbook. The next part of the video is a sped up version so that you're not sitting there for 10 minutes watching me. So now that I have my longest line all completed on this whole page, I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm going to write my name in bubble letters. I'm going to use a pencil for this. You can go over it with a pen if you'd like. And I'm just going to, it does, like, depending on how many lines you have, it's really hard to see. But that's kind of the fun of it too. And as long as you guys might not be able to see this, but I can see it, and so that'll help me here. And doing it, and even if you're doing the whole thing in pen, even if you started this in pen, it's really good to do this part in a pencil. Just, lettering can be kind of tricky. And after spending so much time on this, you don't want to have to, redo it. So, okay, that's that. So here I have, I went over my pencil line with another pen. And you can, because I made it a little bit thicker, you can see that it really sticks out. And at this point now, we're going to color. And I'm going to use colored pencil. You can use pen if that's what you wish, but there's something whenever I'm doing something like this where I'm just kind of like, I don't know what it's going to look like, I like to use pencil. But if, you know, this is really, these are your sketchbooks. So you get to do what you want to do with them, you know, to an extent. So I'm going to, like, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to color this. I might do like complementary colors. I might do like a variation. I might just have like maybe like a fun rainbow. I'm not sure, but that's the fun of this, is that everybody's is going to look different. So you can see that I went with complementary colors. I did orange and blue, red and green, and yellow and purple. As far as the background, I might add, I might do the entire thing. I'm going to give it a little bit of time. I want to think about it. I also might add some more shapes just to sort of jazz it up. But you know, this works because even, you know, this is all one line, right? We could take this and we could stretch it out and it would be all one line. When we put barriers on these lines with our outlines for our letters, it now creates shapes that we can, like this one, it was really easy for me to go every other color with every other shape have a different color. It still took me, I had to think about it. So even like this is kind of fun and you can kind of zone out a little bit, but you do have to think about where your color is and the placement of stuff. But I love this as our first sketchbook lesson, The Longest Line.